Hey everyone and welcome to another video. This is going to be my mid-year goals and statistics check-in. I realised that mid-year was at the end of June, but I wasn't recording videos regularly then, so here I am now. I'm only a month late, so I don't think that's too bad. First of all, I'm going to start off with some statistics and then I'm going to get onto my reading, life and blogging goals. So far this year, I've read 72 books and only DNF'd 5, which I think is pretty good. I've enjoyed most of the books that I've read. I currently have an average rating of 3.3 stars, and I don't think that's too bad considering I'm being quite harsh with my ratings this year, and I'm giving very few books 5 stars. In fact, I've only given 5 books in total 5 stars, which means that I'm getting to be a pickier reader, I think. I don't necessarily feel like I'm being really harsh, but it is a lot harder for me to find a favourite book. I've read 24,895 pages in total, and I've listened to 6,509 minutes. This means that on average per day I'm reading over 100 pages, which I'm really pleased with because it means at least I'm reading something. And on average per month I'm reading 3,500 pages at least, and I think that's pretty good going, to be honest, considering my life is really freaking busy right now. In terms of my backlist titles and my new releases, I've read a pretty equal amount, to be honest. New releases are slightly higher at 39 out of 72, out of 77, sorry, because I'm also including my DNFs, and my backlist total is 32, so pretty equal on that front. I've read a total of 31 series and 46 standalone. The longest book I've read was Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I'm not sure if the Sarah J Maas books are longer, but if I do end up reading Empire of Storms this month, that is probably going to overtake Obsidio. I've read a lot of YA this year, which is to be expected, but I've also read more adult than I was expecting, and to be honest, I think I'm going to carry on reading more adult books than YA towards the end of the year because I have more adult books on my shelf now. I've read 50 YA books, 1 middle grade and 26 adult books. And then in terms of my genre splits, this is quite surprising because I always thought of myself as an avid fantasy and sci-fi reader, but it turns out that I've read more contemporaries this year. I've read 27 contemporary books, which is 35% of my reading. And to be honest, I think this is because work has been really busy. Like I say in every single video, I was promoted this year and I'm now a supervisor. So I think contemporaries are a really easy read compared to fantasy and sci-fi because you don't have to like delve into the world. They're set in this one and I can kind of come to grips with it a lot faster, so I tend to read those more in my downtime. My next most read genre is thrillers. I've read 15. I did think that I'd read more, but apparently not. And then fantasy and science fiction are equal. I've read 11 of both. Like I said, I was expecting this number to be higher, and it might become higher later on this year, I'm not sure. And then really the most surprising thing is that I've read 5 non-fiction books, and these are via audio. I've been listening to audiobooks more in the car on the way to and from work, but I really struggle to listen to fiction audiobooks, so I've been listening to a lot more non-fiction. The standout ones this year so far have been, let's see, Sapiens, SPQR, and The Radium Girls. I've loved all 3 of them. I think they've been absolutely fantastic and I'd highly recommend them if you're looking for audiobooks to listen to. So on my blog, I set some reading, blogging and life goals at the beginning of the year, so I'm just going to talk about those and tell you how I'm getting on with them. The first reading goal is to read 5 books, which obviously I've surpassed. I gave myself a really tiny goal because I didn't want to overdo it, and last year I think I only read like 45 books and I'm already on 72 now, so it's going really, really well. My second goal was to finish some series, and to be honest, I'm not doing very well with that at all. I think I mentioned in my blog post A Conjuring of Light, which I haven't read, The Crimson Crown, which I haven't read, Bitter Kingdom, haven't read that either, Dust and Sunrise, haven't read those 2. I did finish the Six of Crows duology though, so go me. And then my third goal was to take down the TBR, and to be honest, I don't think I'm doing very well with that at all, so oops. My blogging goals were to get some new features sorted, which I kind of did, and then I sort of fell out of doing that because I haven't blogged in ages. 2 is schedule ahead, which obviously haven't done in ages. And 3 was to continue working on Recaptains, which is my book series recap site, which I founded like 5 years ago or something, and I feel like I'm doing well with that. I haven't posted on the site for a couple of weeks because I haven't really been reading series, but I do think it's going well and the views are going up, so that's always good. Last but not least, my 3 life goals were to practice Dutch and Spanish, which I've been doing, 2, go to the gym regularly, which I have been doing, and 3, look into doing a maths A-level, which I haven't actually done yet, but soon. So that's how the first half of my year has gone. Hopefully yours has been just as successful. Let me know in the comments if you've met any of your goals so far, or which ones you might be failing at, because that's always a good discussion to have. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll speak to you on my next video. Bye!